How's it going, guys? Today, gonna be doing some chicken fajitas. I also wanted to highlight some of my pipes. Um, Sam had asked if this was a Lovat shape, has an oval barrel on it, and the Canadian style tip. I'm not sure if the Lovat needs a saddle bit, Sam, but Greg had did a thing on the difference to it. I have these are. Let me get them lined up in order. That one's packed. I did a little charring light. I'll be smoking some full Virginia flake as I'm preparing the dishes for today. But you can see the difference in the length. This is the Canadian. Uh, this one's about, as you can see, a half inch, 3/4 of an inch difference in this one, and this one the same. About half to 3/4 inch difference in the length. And that Canadian has such a wonderful barrel on it. You can really get a good smoke out of this. It's real cool. All of them are fine smokers. You can tell on the tips. Whenever I got them, the tips was chewed up. I mean, crushed, just completely flat. They didn't have any use on them. They was brand new. I don't know if they was just a prop for somebody or somebody just wanted something to gnaw on, but the ends was completely crushed, and I just trimmed them off. I thought about putting a button or maybe getting someone to replace them for me. They are vulcanite, so they are nice and still usable, but you can't really clench them because they'll slide out of your mouth, except for this one. The shortest one, it has the most stem that wasn't crushed all up. But yeah, guys, let me get the chicken out and start the prep. Here's what we'll be working with. Some beautiful legs. They were just prettiest drumsticks I've seen in a while. Right, guys, I'll be applying some Pam to my pan. Marsha's very sensitive to oils and stuff. I love to fry food, but she really can't take it. So I use just enough to keep it from sticking. And we will kick it off. Large burner. Always thought that's very cool. And it's such an efficient heating source. We've been cooking with the hot plate. In a second, I'll rotate over there to it. Oh, so I'll be using this stir fry blend. It has broccoli, carrots, snap peas, and yellow bell peppers, high in vitamin A and C. All right, on the business side here, and what I'll be doing is washing up the chicken. This is real light for you guys who are on your weight loss journey, trying to eat healthier. I'm down to 223 from 268, and I know the struggle. The key to it is hand to mouth. Just watch what you do in portion controls. And we'll switch back around. I'll be using some Charlie's blackened seasoning. It's got just a hint of smokiness to it, and the flavor is excellent. We have I have to be really careful of the amount of spice as far as peppers for Marsha's stomach. There again, she's sensitive, but on the next batch that I do, I'll be doing some Slap Your Mama on it, which is a Louisiana base, and you know, of course, it's got red pepper and other spices in it. Alright guys, and hear the sizzle. I'll pause it and be right back. Here's what I'll be slathering on mine, and I'm also going to add something really nice to it whenever it cooks down a bit, some honey. A little up close and personal. Excuse me, them spices are got the ceiling fan on and they're kind of blowing up. I haven't got the vent hood installed. The stove is just basically set out in the floor right now. I have a new Gen Air system that I plan on putting in soon. Here's a view out the kitchen window. The grass isn't cut. It's been raining like crazy and it's really grown like a jungle, but thought you might enjoy. And this is another wonderful spice. Never had nothing like it. As you can see, the lime there, it really adds zest to it. It's wonderful for chicken. I won't be using it today, but it's definitely something to add to your repertoire. Fish, saltwater fish, I imagine this is amazing on. Alright, just washed up this pan, and this is a Nova Classic. It's a super duper cool pan. Holds heat really good with that backing. Sorry for the pepper smoke. We're going to get our veggies started. The blade I'll be using. And the showing off of the tools is very important in a kitchen video. You know, you like to see what your fellas is working with, just like your tampers and your tobacco trays. I really like when people showcase their cutlery. You know, it's just a personal thing, I guess. I'm going to add a little bit of pan to these. Alright, after the pan, I'll be adding some pink Himalayan sea salt. And some black pepper. It's got even the size for the meal. I like it on the third to the biggest. And copious amounts. Adds a really nice flavor to the vegetables. This is by far one of the most excellent grinders I've ever had. I've had several. Okay, I add a little water to the pan. Kind of deglazing and allowing the stuck seasonings to go around. You can wallow your pan around. Get them mixed good. Hope everyone's having a wonderful weekend. It's been raining here, of course, and we are, I guess, shell shocked in a way from the the floods. Kind of has us on edge, but other than that, it's been a wonderful weekend. Get you a nice shot of these vegetables steaming. That's pretty. My mitt. I'm an old guy. Uh, Nothing like a Virginia in the morning. These Benton pipes, they smell so good. This is from, I think, Samuel Gower. It's been aged. Even whenever I received it, it was aged. It's from 2017. Mm, that's mighty fine. It almost harkens for me to give me a cup. I've had one already. Having this fresh than having it aged is just like two different tobaccos. It's not. It smooths it. It smooths out the sharpness to it. It's got a bready note to it, kind of a thickness to it compared to the sharp, almost tangy like whenever it's new. What smells so good in here, guys? And I'll be adding this Italian wildflower premium honey, um, paleo friendly, gluten free. It's from Hooks, Hoboken, New Jersey. For those honey aficionados and those kings out there. Oh wee, that smells amazing, guys. Amazing. The honey is so floral, and you can smell the flowers from Hoboken, New Jersey. I'm having me some tea, still smoking pipes from Martin and Annie. He's got a channel, Job of the Hat. Go over there and check it out. He's got all kinds of stuff on there, from smoking to hats and footwear and barbecuing, even in Texas. It's so cool to have him around. We'd like to get up there and visit. Come on, come on, little handy dandy. Pour this moisture on. And dry them out a little bit. Kind of crisp them up. Boy, carrots are sweet. Surprisingly sweet. Alright. Slide them off. More checker chicken. Hope everybody's enjoying this. It isn't, another implement. I also use this for my tea jug. um, just something different. A really important part is keep them moved around. And I always add a little bit of water to it, especially whenever you get that honey in there where it doesn't just stick to your pan. It kind of steams them and makes it really soft. If you like some crispiness to this, what I'll do is switch them over to, I already have it preheated, my cast iron. Of course, you don't use cast iron on this convection top, but it's over here ready to rock and roll. And that's how I'll crisp up my outside, to make sure that they're cooked all the way through today, folks. Don't even chance it. I'd rather have something overcooked than undercooked and get some botulism or some type of stomach problems. Alright guys, well everything's cooking. I'm sorry about I noticed it after I went and flicked it off that it was still on Zoom. If you was looking at my nose, I hope it's clean. I did have a little snuff today. Bernard Steve Priest. It's got the ship on the front of it. If you follow me on Instagram, you've probably seen it. This Virginia pairs so well with the cup and the sweet tea in it. And on relax, and you see how that flared up. I don't know what the cause of that is, the sugars or whatever in it, but I like for it to flare. Most of the time I just keep it barely lit, but whenever I relight after puffing on it for a while, it makes the taste really pungent, really strong. You can taste every note out of it on the higher level of heat. And as you smoke a pipe, sometimes you like a blend to stay kind of hot, and you know you need your thick wall pipe for it, but you really torque on it. You keep it at a certain burn. Same way with cooking, you cook some things, you want a higher heat for a different flavor, and then a lower heat for a different flavor. It can be the same thing with chicken. You high heat fry it for that fried taste, and then you kind of simmer it whenever you want the more tender, penetrated taste. If that makes sense on the culinary level. Well, it is hot. All my friends in England who don't even have air conditioners and don't know about this heat, I'm feeling sorry for you. Down here in the south, we're basically relegated to it for 8 months out of the year, so it's not so taxing on our system. But it does enhance the flavor of this tobacco. It keeps the moisture level kind of consistent too. It doesn't dry it out and start getting hot and biting. I don't know if y'all can hear the chickens out there, but they're crowing. They're across the road. They're not warm. Marcia's been trying to get me to get some, but I just say no.